Greetings to all my dear students. Welcome to the third online English teaching class of Standard 10. I have cleared all your previous doubts in the comment section. Now, before starting my lecture, I would like to let you all know that at first I will complete two prose sections and then two poetries from the book First Flight, so that you will be in the thorough practice of understanding both sections, prose and poetry, individually. So today I will start the second unit, prose section, Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom by Nelson Holishaza Mandela. Who was Nelson Holishaza Mandela? South African anti-apartheid revolutionary, political leader, and philanthropist who served as the first black president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999. Born in 1918 and died in 2013. He was the country's first black head of state and the first elected representative in a fully democratic election. He won several rewards throughout his journey of life, like Nobel Peace Prize, Bharat Ratna, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Notable works of his: No Easy Walk to Freedom and The Struggle of My Life. Both are the autobiographies written by Nelson Mandela. Before starting the chapter, my dear students, you should know what is called an apartheid. Apartheid is a kind of political system that separates people according to their race. It literally means the state of being apart. It was a political and social system in South Africa during the era of white minority rule. It enforced racial discrimination against non-whites, mainly focused on skin color. Now, what the chapter is all about. This chapter has been taken from Nelson Mandela's book of the same name, Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. It provides us a glimpse of the early life of Nelson Mandela, his education, 30 years in prison, and the pains he had suffered in his young age. The chapter recounts his fight for the freedom for his own people who were tortured by whites. In this chapter, Mandela gives two contradictory pictures of his own country. One in which blacks were tortured and suffered quietly, and the second where the blacks were free to live the life of their own. Important characters of the lesson. First, Nelson Mandela, first black president of South Africa who fought for the equal rights of the blacks. Second, Zinani, daughter of Nelson Mandela, who accompanied Mandela in his inauguration day. She was very much close to him. Third, Thabo Mbeki, first deputy president of South Africa, who was very close to Mandela. And the last, de Klerk, second deputy president of South Africa. Now, we should study the theme of the lesson. The central theme of the lesson means the central idea of the lesson, that is, social inequality along with courage and sacrifices to remove it. The chapter provides and recounts Nelson Mandela's fight for the freedom for his own people who were tortured by whites. Now let's begin the summary of the lesson. It was 10th of May, the day of oath, with a bright and shiny sun. Nelson Mandela was supposed to take oath as the first black president of South Africa. A large number of leaders, all from around the world, had gathered there to be the witness of the swearing-in ceremony of Nelson Mandela as the first black president. The inauguration ceremony took place in a big open building in Pretoria, where the first democratic non racial government was to be installed. Nelson Mandela was accompanied by his daughter Zinani. De Klerk was the first person who took oath as second deputy president, followed by Thabo Mbeki, who served as the first deputy president of South Africa. Nelson Mandela served as the first black president of South Africa. He pledged to obey and uphold the constitution and to devote himself in the well-being of the people. He also promised to make the nation free from poverty, deprivation, suffering, and all sort of discrimination. When Mandela had taken oath, South African jets displayed the military power. It also showed the loyalty of military to democracy. The highest military generals saluted him. He recounted that they would have arrested him many years before. It was followed by the playing of two national anthems, the national anthem sung by the whites and the national anthem of the blacks, which marked the end of the ceremony. Nelson Mandela remembers about days gone by which will soon be the part of history where the whites had formed a system of racial dominance against the blacks. It was the basis of the harsh societies which is now overturned. He says that the policy of apartheid created a deep and lasting wound on his country and its people. Now, it is the system that recognizes the rights and freedom of all people. On the auspicious day, Mandela regretted the loss of thousands of people and remembered their sacrifices for the freedom from discrimination. He thought of himself as the sum of all those African patriots who sacrificed their lives before him. He was pained that he couldn't thank them. He recalled great freedom fighters like Oliver, Yusuf, etc., who were the men of uncommon courage, wisdom, and generosity. He said that the country is rich in minerals, but its greatest wealth is its people. The author says that being white or black is not the token of your goodness or superiority. No one is born hating other. People should love one another, which comes without force as it is natural. It is man's essential goodness. A man has to perform duties to his family, community, and country which he didn't see in his country before he pushed himself to fight for the blacks. A black man was punished if he tried to live like a human being and forced to live apart from his own people. So, he was not allowed to perform his duties to his family. As a kid, Mandela had different meaning for being free as he wanted to run in the fields and wanted to stay out at night. As he grew older, he wanted the freedom of livelihood for himself and his family. But soon he realized that such freedom was only an illusion. He realized that his brothers and sisters who looked like him were not free. So he joined African National Congress ANC. His hunger for freedom became great for the freedom of his people. He desired that everyone should be given the right to live his life with dignity and respect. He wanted the oppressor and the oppressed to be liberated, as no one is free if one is taking someone else's freedom. Only such feelings can bring true freedom for everyone. So here I end the summary of the lesson. Hope you understood. Now let's proceed further with the moral of the lesson. The moral of the lesson is freedom is given to common men after the great sacrifices made by the gentlemen and ladies. Therefore, don't take your freedom for granted. So here I end today's lesson. Hope you all understood it. Now kindly pay attention, my dear children. I have provided you the answers of the previous home assignments in the PDF file. You will get it soon. Now, sending you the word meanings of the chapter Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom along with today's home assignment to be done in the notebook. You will copy all the notes I have declared and spoken in the video along with the home assignments in the notebook. Word meanings you may write, you may not write. Thank you, children. Have a cheerful day ahead.